Hello, good people of Toronto. I'm Corey Mintz, and it is fall finally, also known as autumn, also known as pumpkin season. And before everybody gets exhausted with pumpkin flavored things, I want to throw out this recipe for a pumpkin bacon soup. It comes from Jennifer McLaughlин's great book. You know I love this book, Fat. The first thing we're going to do is cut this pumpkin open. We're going to cut it in 4 pieces. I'm going to scoop out the seeds, peel the flesh, cut it into quarters, cut it into small pieces, and you know what, it doesn't matter how small those pieces are, we're gonna puree the soup anyways. The bacon flavor in this pumpkin bacon soup comes from bacon, surprisingly. I'm gonna dice it up and sweat it, and then I'm gonna sweat the onions in the bacon fat. And you know what that means? Instead of sauteing, where they're gonna get a little crispy and a little colored, I want a low heat, slow, the fat's gonna render out of the bacon, and it's not gonna get crispy, which is important because later we wanna puree the thing. Well, it's not only pumpkin season in Toronto, it's also election season. This week I had over John Tory, who so far looks like he's going to be the next mayor of Toronto for soups and sandwiches. And it was even more awkward than the dinner I had last week with his rival, Olivia Chow, possibly owing to the fact that his campaign people had told him that only 20% of the night would be on the record. And he spent that 20% of the night trying to run out the clock and the rest trying to get me to turn my machine off.
I don't have anything much to say about them in public. No, I'm not going to talk about this. No, I've said all I have to say publicly.
But we had fun. We did have some laughs. We are looking for these onions to get soft, cooking in the bacon fat, and when they are, I'm going to toss in this chopped up pumpkin, a stick of cinnamon, and water to cover, and then I'm just going to simmer it until these chunks of pumpkin are soft. A knife or a fork slides in and out. Once it's cool, pop it in the blender, salt, white pepper to season, and now it's ready to garnish. Okay, now I'm gonna do something which maybe I shouldn't do, but I'm going to. What if we put a little bit of peanut butter? Fingers crossed. That's so good. That is so good. Yeah, shh, don't tell anyone we did that. Okay, that's done. The recipe says garnish with some cherry tomatoes and feta or tortillas, whatever. I mean, whatever's in season, just garnish it with something, but cheese is a nice finish. I'm gonna saute up these tomatoes with some chilies just because that's what I've got on hand. That is the story of the pumpkin soup recipe. Don't forget to get out and vote on October 27th. So for thestar.com, I'm Corey Mintz. I'll see you next week. That's not creepy at all.